Okay, for this one, we got a two-parter due to I rebought a Dreamcast here in Japan. So I don't have that many games for it. Most of my Dreamcast games are in the States, so with all my American Dreamcast, you know. Alright, anyways, these are just the games that I have here in Japan with me. So, here you go. You got Soul Calibur. Fucking awesome game. It's great. Dreamcast, I hate to say it, but it was way ahead of its time. That's probably what really killed it. It was so far advanced ahead of its time. So that's probably really what killed it. But anyway, there was a ton of great games for it. And the graphics were fucking phenomenal. I mean, for the time it came out, I think it had some of the best graphics. Seriously, I mean, of course, it's PlayStation 2, advanced a little more, then yeah, they got above it. But anyways, beside the point. Anyways, Crazy Taxi 2. This is my fucked up Soul Calibur. Yeah, Soul Calibur 1. I had to buy it twice. It's cheap, so that's why I didn't care. That this one's kind of fucked up. So, anyways, it's one or the other. One of them I can play and it's fine. The other one is fucked up. So, anyways, this is another really awesome fucking game, Zombie Revenge. This game is fucking awesome. As I said before, these are all Japanese ones, as you can see right there. Actually, no, you can't see it. Sorry. Can't see the lettering. Anyways, this game I think was like maybe 50 cents. So, and it's a racing game. So I was like, fuck it, why not? It's Ferrari's challenge. It's basically what it is. It was an alright racing game. It's not bad. Like I said, it's about 50 cents, so I didn't care. Then I got the special edition. As you can see, definitely see it's Japanese. It says Biohazard right there. Code Veronica. And you see how big this fucker is. I mean, there's the case. There's the, the it's 2 fucking disc long. I mean, seriously. Look, there you go. Oh, there you go. Some Japanese right there. There you go. For you. There you go. There you go. And as I said, this is a 2-parter. Due to, like I said, this is all the Dreamcast games I have here in Japan with me. You see, it's not very much. But there are some pretty kick-ass games. I do, however, have Sonic somewhere. And it was actually a pretty good game. Can't find it right now. So, but anyways, that's the only other one I can't find right now. It's somewhere here in my house. Anyways, next up, you have the PlayStation 2, and I have quite a bit. So, there is, however, 2 games that I do have that I listened by Bari that I forgot to get before they left, which is Grand Theft Auto San Andreas and Tekken 3. So, I am missing those 2. Other than that, this is my PlayStation 2 collection. Okay? If you have questions about any of these games that I show you, I can tell you about them, and I'm pretty sure you can get them relatively cheap now. Unless, of course, they're rare and I just don't know about it. Anyways, you got Amplitude. Amplitude is actually a pretty fucking awesome game. It's basically where they play a song and you got to hit those notes in a certain pattern, and it's fucking awesome. So you got to go from the guitar to the bass to the drums to the vocals, and you got to keep that going. It's fucking fun as hell. Now, yeah, there's some some sucky ass piece of shit music on here too. A few songs, not much, but for the most part, it's a pretty fucking awesome game. You can put up with the kind of shit that's on there. Next up is a game that I find fun, but I know not a lot of people liked it. It got terrible reviews, which is Celebrity Deathmatch. The game, when I got it, it was like $20, brand new when it came out. So I said, fuck it, why not get it and try it out? And I don't know, I have fun. I have fun playing it. I don't know. It's funny as fuck. It's good for a couple laughs. I'm pretty sure you can probably get it maybe like a couple bucks now. It's definitely worth at least checking out. Next up is a classic of mine. That was the game that made me want to buy the Dreamcast right there. This game right here. It is so much fucking fun. And just rebought it for PlayStation 2. It's a fucking fun-ass game. Next up is a pretty decent RPG, actually. It's Dark Cloud. It's not like all your other RPGs. This is actually one I actually can stand. It's actually a pretty kick-ass game. You basically build a fucking world and etc. etc. I mean, like I said, if you guys seriously want to know about any of these games, just ask. I can tell you about them. Next up, you got Evil Dead. Fistful of Boomstick. It's Evil fucking Dead. Need I say more? And yet again, they have one more game. And it is another Evil Dead. Yes. Evil Dead is fucking awesome. I don't give a damn what anybody says. It's a classic. Next up, this game's a pretty kick-ass fighting game. I mean, I don't care. It's Def Jam. Fight for New York, and I'm pretty fucking kick-ass in this game. I can kick some serious ass in this. Don't try me. I will fuck your world up in this game. As I've shown with a lot of people who have challenged me with that. Anyway, next up is a game that I bought, and me and my friend just beat the ever-living dog shit out of this game, which is Gauntlet. Right there. There you go. You beat the dog shit out of this game. Next up is a game I'm surprised still even plays, because I played it so fucking much. I am really shocked it even still plays. It still plays. But anyways, it's God of War. If you guys do not have God of War, I highly recommend that you get this. I don't give a damn what anybody says about this game. This game is the fucking shit. And if you don't like it, too bad. It fucking kicks ass. Piss off, motherfuckers. And then, of course, one of the best looking games on the PlayStation 2. Actually, myself, I prefer the first one over this one, but it still is not a bad game. First one's probably my favorite, I'd say. But anyways, third one's probably, and this is probably my least favorite one, but it still kicks ass, and I still beat the ever-living dog shit out of this game. It's fucking awesome, and graphically wise, it's probably one of the best looking games on the PlayStation 2, by far. Anyways, this is my favorite in the series of these games. This is my favorite one. I know a few other people out there don't, agree with me on this, but I don't care. I thoroughly love this game. Me and my friend, we played the ever-living dog shit out of this game. It is Grand Theft Auto 3, and it's fucking awesome. And I said that's my favorite. Anyways, next up, yeah, Guitar Hero. Yeah, it's Guitar Hero. Whatever. What are you gonna say? And as you guys know, I do play real guitar, and I play fucking Guitar Hero. All right, go suck on that. And I play bass and drums and can do vocals, so you can't talk shit on me that I play Guitar Hero 1 and 2 and all those shitty fucking shits. It's actually not that bad of a game. I mean, seriously. I mean, yeah, it's got some shitty music on there, but you can, yeah, you kind of overlook it, but there's still some good tunes on there, Or next up is Gundam. I got this game for dirt ass cheap at a yard sale, so I mean I can't complain too much. It's that, yeah, it's all right. Not my personal favorite, but next up is Kingo, which is a sword fighting game. Sound like samurai sword fighting game. It's actually kind of fun. I got it for real cheap at GameStop. I think maybe like $10 or something, $5 or $10, something like that. I picked up this was a long time ago, back when PlayStation 2 probably first came out. This is like one of the first few games I owned for it. And it's not that bad of a game. Next up is a great fucking game. It's spawned up. It's a great story to it. That's Killzone. It's fucking awesome. Killzone. It's fucking awesome. Next up is another awesome fucking game. I highly recommend that you get this. It's a very stealthy game, and it's extremely gory. And it's Manhunt. Manhunt is fucking awesome. And you see it's done by Rockstar. It's a very sadistic game. I highly recommend it. Next up is a game that it's pretty easy to beat. I mean, seriously, like, I slaughtered this game within, like, first day of having it. I slaughtered it, and just, it's Medal of Honor Frontline. That's Medal of Honor. It's war. Next up, Midnight Club. That's a pretty kick-ass racing game, and it's done by Rockstar. It's basically street racing. That's pretty much what it is. You challenge people and do street racing. kicks ass. Anyway, next up, Mortal Kombat. Exception, it's Mortal Kombat. Then it has a bunch of other mini games from there. Same thing with Armageddon right here. It's Mortal Kombat Armageddon. There you go. You can see the. There you go. There you go. Alright. Next up, Resident Evil Code Veronica for PlayStation. Next up is another great ass game. I highly recommend. It's kind of like Grand Theft Auto with you guys can see who it is. Scarface. It says very similar to like Grand Theft Auto. You gotta go up, you gotta do missions, you gotta do all types of shit, and I highly recommend this game. It's pretty much like you're in the movie, and the game basically takes place where the movie left off at. So if you guys know Scarface, play the game. I highly recommend it, but don't get it for PSP. It's just not the same thing. I thought it was. Anyways, next up, Soulcom. It's Soulcom. Next up is an awesome TV show that I really wish was still in the air. But anyways, Sopranos, the game. It's actually not too bad. It's not too bad of a game, actually. I do recommend it, actually. Next up is a really kick-ass fighting game, Soul Calibur 2. It fucking kicks ass, and it's also for the Xbox, and yada yada yada. Alright, anyways, next up is a game that frustrates the ever-living dog shit out of me. I've smoked so many cigarettes trying not to fucking kill somebody over this, and a stuntman. This game fucking pisses me off. Alright, next up is a pretty kick-ass survival horror game that's very underrated, but I very well recommend it. That's The Suffering. It's actually a pretty creepy game. I highly recommend it if you like the survival horror series style games. I highly recommend that you get this. Next up is a bunch of Tony Hawk games. Yeah, I like playing Tony Hawk. I played it since the PlayStation 1. Tony Hawk 1, 2, and 3, etc. is all in the US, and I do have a copy of the Tony Hawk 1. Oh, but anyways, there you go. Tony Hawk Underground. Tony Hawk number 2. So fucking what? I like to play Tony Hawk. So what? American Wasteland. Next up is a game that's kind of cool. It's Total Overdose. It's a pretty kick-ass game. I know the disc came with it. And next up is just wrestling games. You got WWF, SmackDown, just bring it. There's a Rock telling you to just bring it, jabroni. Next up, you have Shut Your Mouth with my favorite, Triple H, on the front. And then you have Here Comes the Pain, Brock Lesnar right there. Looking. And last but not least, you have SmackDown vs. Raw, the first one in the series. Alright, there you go. There's all the PlayStation and Dreamcast games. Stay tuned for more.